I need to switch screens. There we are. And our little band of people.
Yep. Night number 2 of our D&D session.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sorry, I'm back now.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back.
Went to get some peach juice.
You didn't come back with cheesecake.
Oh my God, I still have that one slice. It's wrapped up. It's in its package. I still have a slice. Oh my gosh. I'll eat it right now. I don't know why it's still sitting there. It's because I forgot about it. Like if it was a whole cheesecake, I would not. But because it's just one slice, like in a package that I got from one of the places, it's kind of like I think it's behind all my juice and everything else. But every time I go and do it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have that piece. I should eat it.
That's too funny.
And then I forget about it.
So you're currently just hoarding this one slice of cheesecake.
She
Exactly.
is. She's waiting for the apocalypse. She'd be like, doggone it.
There you go. Well, that's not enough because if we're going through an apocalypse, I think I'll need to eat more. I need a lot of comfort food for that.
I think we all would.
So how's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Nothing too crazy going on.
So, Tom, are you guys ready to carry me again?
If I have to, but you're riding on a cart, so I don't see why I would have to carry you.
Well, you know what I mean. Carry me in combat since I have terrible rolls. Now I gotta go find my notes. Dang. Where's my notes?
Does anybody have any levitation spells? We could just use that.
No, this is not my notes. It's a recipe for I don't know because I didn't put the name of it. I'd have to guess what it is from the ingredients. Oh my gosh. How can it be this bad? My notes. Okay. That I forget where my notes go. The notes that are supposed to remind me about things. Okay, here it is. I got it. Okay. I happened to see one of your notes, though, Tom, about why you are. Is it in the story yet, or you just happened to
I don't think it's
fill
in the
it
story
in
yet.
DMs? Okay.
See, I was questioning that because I thought on the first night when you guys were sitting around the campfire, I thought he mentioned it, but I couldn't remember.
No, he was very evasive.
Yeah,
That's
I
right,
think Jem and Reiko were off filling water skins, and Nami, you tried to pick at him a little bit, and he just said he was looking for something.
Right. Yeah, he was not at all. He was very evasive.
Right.
I don't know. At this point, I think I have to get over the fact that you have a pet dragon, and the last time I saw a dragon, it was burning down a town. So we're going to have to get over it.
Yeah, you're going to have to get over it. It's a you thing. It's a you problem, not a me problem.
It's an us problem.
It's not an us problem because if you touch the thing, I am going to kill you.
They try.
Oh, dear.
I'll be like, bye, Tom. Bye, Tom. Oh, no, but see, I'm a mage. I could, do a lot of things to you where you
crazy
can't
magics.
So, try to get to me as I totally silence you. Mm-hmm.
So how many dead bodies do you have from last time? I think I've got 5 dead bodies.
We're not talking about that now.
I still have magic. So are we ready? Are we ready?
Yes. So we should probably get started. Welcome this week to our Dungeons and Dragons episode. We have a name now. We have a name. Coffee and cheesecake.
Which one of you's coffee? Which one of you's cheesecake? I know I'm neither of them.
There's 5 of us, so. And KidLee only drinks cold coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Can we count that as coffee? I don't know.
It's coffee. If I drink cold coffee, don't you start picking at us.
Oh my gosh. I don't think that can be called real coffee.
It's coffee.
No. Okay. We're supposed to. Okay, so I
Yeah,
guess we'll
we'll,
start. We'll turn it over to you, KidLee.
All right. Yep, we'll go ahead and kick things off here. So our band of heroes just successfully saved the caravan from a bunch of bandits, also with some help of some other members of the caravan. We're actually going to start tonight's session as we zoom the camera into Reiko, who is still being bear hugged by this barbarian woman. One arm, basically, you're under her one arm, and she says to you, "Ah, little tiefling, how many did you kill to get up here?"
Count, please let me go.
So she kind of lets you go and gives you a big slap on the back,
Oh,
and it
God.
knocks you like 3 feet forward.
Jeez, you got some serious muscle. I gotta bulk up. What's your name? I don't think I caught it.
It was fun. Oh, my name, you say?
Yeah.
And she gives you like a slight, just like dwarvish bow, and says, my name is Gwenora.
Nora. Well, fancy meeting you out on the caravan battle trail bandit slaughter. My name's Reiko.
Good to meet you. So at that point, the caravan master, who you guys have met before, Hayden, he actually starts making his way towards the back of the caravan. He's still near the front, and he sees a bunch of you guys there, and he basically just says, is everyone okay? Actually, I should do his voice. Sorry, is everyone okay?
I
Kinda-
am
Wait,
perfectly fine.
Where did he walk up to? Because we're all
So
scattered.
he's all scattered. He's just kind of like talking to the people that are like near the front of the caravan. So
Oh, gotcha.
There's
Okay.
a
So
merchant
towards
there.
me and the barbarian.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we got the situation handled. Everybody way up front okay?
And there's some merchants that are there, and they're just kind of looking around and kind of just shaking their heads a little bit.
I kind of tow one of the fallen bandits near me, and I'm like, I wonder if they got anything interesting on them. And I start looting.
Okay.
Do I find anything?
Well, here real quick, we'll cut
Okay.
over to the other party members. What are you guys doing?
Well, at this time, I'm also looking around and surveying our small victory here, and I start looting as well, looking for any information on the cult, if these people are tied to it or had any relations. Also looking for any supplies, coffee, always. That precious bean.
Magic bean.
It is.
I am doing the same thing. Actually, I am over here. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Wait, where are the dead bodies? They're gone.
Yeah, sorry, I did remove those a little bit too early.
Oh,
but
okay.
you guys can just,
Pretend.
there.
I'm gonna pretend that there's dead bodies.
There's
that
just
you guys
dead
all killed
bandits everywhere.
everywhere. So I am doing the same. I am going to the ones further back here by our original encounter. So I'm the furthest one back. And I am doing the same thing. I am pilfering to see what do I have any information who these individuals are. Are they connected to the cult? Are they just bandits that know that this trade route happens every, I guess, few months, right? Because it takes a couple of months to go on this caravan.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing if they're just, just like train robbers. Oh, I guess trains weren't invented, but you know what I mean. So that's what I'm doing. I am trying to see if I find any information, and as of yet, I have not. But I have found some things. So I am taking all their gear and loading it up into our wagon.
I noticed they do not have the precious bean.
Sigurd, who's just basically a little bit farther back from where the great barbarian is, just like, bear hugging this monk, is just staring at all at the size of the barbarian and just pitying the monk, and then putting his bow up, and he's checking his quiver, seeing how many arrows are there, and he's like, I need to loot. I need to find arrows, because that took quite a bit out of it. So, like the others, I'm going to start looting dead corpses. I'm looking for anything interesting like the others, for like information, anything of symbolism. Like, I know what bandits look like, but there's going to be odds and ends and things that are going to stand out on their bodies. So, ammunition, things that stand out.
Okay. So as you guys are searching through the bodies, you basically come together to see what the total loot is, and you recover 6 gold in total and 32 silver. You are able to find a combination of light crossbow and short bows. As far as regular arrows, you do find 14 arrows. Their general appearance is very, very basic, like commoner type clothing. All of their swords are base level swords, nothing special.
I look at the group and ask, are any of you going to use these arrows?
Oh, I don't.
No. Take them.
I don't use arrows.
I don't need them. Can I ask a quick question? You said the 6 gold. Did we all, or was that just Tom?
I think that was total.
Yeah, it was total, so you guys can figure out how you want to split
Split
it
it
up.
out.
Oh. I have plenty of gold. You guys can take it.
So nice of you.
You guys can split, since it's an easy 6 gold. You guys can take 2 gold, and because it's 36, right? So that's easy. 12 silver each.
Well, I'm agreeing with Nami. I think we've been making out pretty good while we've been tracking these guys, so I'm willing to hand our new companions the currency from the loot.
Aww.
Generous.
See, that's why we're coffee and cheesecake.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay, perfect. Yes, give to our new people that pretty much killed everybody on their own.
Yes.
So, I mean, job well done.
We just had the lucky rolls.
Tom, this is going to be really stupid, and it's an off question, kind of off, but what's your class again? Rogue? Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure if that's what it was. Okay. I got it.
When you look at Sigurd, he doesn't look like your typical like rogue or soldier. I mean, when you see him, he looks well prepared. His leather armor is well kept. His hair is well kept. He has a really well maintained beard. He looks like a guy who's just very disciplined, very orderly in what he does. His leather is like a dark black with light red stitching throughout the whole, as a whole, keeping it together. Short-ish brown hair. And as I said, he has like a well-maintained like beard, mustache. It's not. He's well kept. He's not like a barbarian or like a bandit. It's like, but he looks like he's spent some time on the battlefield. He's got scars on his neck and face from like light blade wounds. He's got various abrasions on his hands, like he's done work with his hands. So it's just
but he's still well kept.
Yeah, still well kept. He still keeps himself in good form. But it's either like years of training has taught him to do that, or his character in general.
Gotcha. I don't think you need the gold. If you can keep your beard together, can you hand it over, please? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Keep it. Okay, so we are looting. We got our money. We've distributed. I want to go ask our boss. Is he okay? Because he did step in to help fight. So I'm going to go over to him. His name is Rupert, right?
Yep.
Is that right? Rupert, how are you doing? Is everything okay?
Yeah. So as you approach him, he's giving all three of his carts like a good look to make sure there's nothing going on with him. And he turns around and he says, I'm fine. It was a bit of a close one. Did you guys make it up there and kill them all?
Yes, we did. It looks like there isn't any fatalities because of the
Well,
swift work that we've done.
That's good.
I'm trying to answer. So there you go, Tom. This is what each of you guys would have gotten.
Okay, I just didn't catch the numbers.
Yep. And you can go ahead and update them on the sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And you can add the arrows as well.
Is there any spare water skins on their bodies?
Yes. You find 3.
I'm gonna take one.
I actually have 5 of these, so it's okay. If you guys want to separate, each get one.
Same. I bought extras in the town, so
You guys
Yeah,
can.
same here. I have some extra too.
okay. So Sigurd, looks
Okay.
like you can
You
have
wanna
all
keep
the
'em?
water skins, or yeah.
I'll
He's got to wash his beard. Yes, let's give him the extra, please. We need
Very
him well
important.
kept.
It's too funny.
So, I guess I asked Rupert, like, okay, now that everything's settled, are we ready to continue? Should we go up and make sure everybody's okay? And if so, let's continue our journey since it's not nighttime and we've had a big delay. Or what time is it now, actually?
Say it's about noon.
Oh, okay. So that was a quick fight, thanks to our monk and rogue. Maybe we should eat really quick, and then do we want to go ahead and kind of just eat really quick and pack up and go, or not really pack up and go? I guess just get going. What do you guys think?
Well, Rupert replies to your one question, and he says, "Well, I assume that the old caravan master will be down here to check. I'm gonna guess we're probably gonna start moving on. We won't want to stay here too long. I
Good.
wouldn't imagine."
Sounds good.
Whatever. Sorry, go ahead.
No. You go ahead. Go.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, what are the barbarian and I think her name was Lita? What are they doing?
Yep. So, Gwenora, she sort of headed back towards the cart that she was on, which was the first cart with the caravan master. And at the moment, you can't see where double checking her name here.
Lita.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lita.
Leda.
Lita. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't necessarily see her from where you're at.
Okay,
But you would assume that she maybe went back to the cart that she was protecting.
sure. All right, cool.
At this time,
Yeah?
as I'm walking back, I'm gonna talk to this guy Sigrid here. I'm looking for him.
Yeah, so make sure
He's
you
so
guys
quick.
make sure you guys are moving your tokens so we know you're at.
So I have found this rogue that saved my bacon more than once in this battle, and he's sitting up on a cart, and I decide to tell him thanks. So, Sigurd, hey, thanks for having my back today. I appreciate that.
Anytime. I wonder where they came from. They just seem to come from all around us.
I don't know. I didn't catch anything special about them. They probably watch this road for the caravans that come through.
You're probably right. They've said that they make this trip, around the same time every year. Easy to coordinate when to set up and when to attack, and it's probably why they're here.
That's true. Well, I just wanted to say thanks. I appreciate it. So I'm going to head over to the cart now with
Cigarettes in the cart. Oh,
with,
wait.
wait a
I'm
minute.
way over here.
Trying
Holy
to-
moly. Wait,
Yeah.
alt.
So as you guys were talking, Hayden has made his way down to your guys' carts, and so he says, "Hey, Rupert, is everything all right here?" "Aye, everything's fine. Looks like my mercs saved the day." "Yes, indeed they did." "Well, I don't think we should stay here. I think we'll move a few miles and then stop for the day." "Aye, sounds good." And then he continues to walk back to the back of the caravan to check on those guys. And so Rupert kind of turns back to you guys a little bit and he says, "Hey, did you guys hear that?"
Hear what, Rupert?
We're gonna go ahead and move a couple miles and then stop for the day."
That's a good idea.
Sounds like a plan.
Sound good to me.
Probably real soon. So you guys now see Hayden walk back the other way towards the front.
We just left a bunch of dead bodies on the side of the road. Sounds appropriate for traveling hobo murderers. That's
It's a warning.
It's a warning to the other pit.
Don't mess with that caravan.
They're like, let me turn around and go the opposite way.
Yes.
Murder and mayhem only about up front.
Hey, gotta
Okay.
feed nature, right?
Before we go, I'm just gonna do a once over on the carts, make sure they're working in order, and then get in and start prepping to go.
I'm just sitting at the seat of mine looking very bored and just like, ugh.
I'm gonna go fill up my water because I have just drank because that was, very strenuous on my body, the fighting. So I'm gonna go to the lake that's nearby and fill up my water skins. Does anybody need theirs filled up?
No, I just filled up right before we were
Yeah.
attacked.
Think I'm good.
Okay, I am going to go there. I'll be back. So I'm going to move myself. Or can we just pretend I went and then we're moving? So I don't know where it is. Let's pretend.
Yeah, we'll say there's just like a little creek to the left side over there somewhere.
Okay, so I went and got it and I came back and I'm going to be right. No, I think Jem should be riding with Tom now. Or wait, Sigurd. That's your new friend. Maybe you can get some information, Jem. Some
Sure.
more information about this.
Oops.
God, I can't. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button.
Jim's having drawing issues at the moment.
Oh. So
On
do you want
Bow
to,
River?
Jem, would you like to ride with Tom?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Reiko, I think I'm going to hop over here with Sigurd, see if we can maybe get some more information.
Sounds good. He was very evasive with me back at the camp.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good fighter.
Yeah, fast.
So I hopped down and...
Not as fast as your Fists of Fury.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean,
yes.
you know. And I just kind of sheepishly grab the reins, like, ooh.
All in a monk's day.
Yep.
There you go. Easy peasy. Okay.
So I
So there we go. I think we're on our way. We're ready to go. So let's just wait for the caravan to take off.
Yeah. So just like you heard a few days ago, all of a sudden you hear a horn and it goes like, "Burp, burp, burp, burp."
I love it.
And the caravan is off once again.
Yeah.
So notice I now have a tag along.
Yes, I as I climb into the wagon, Sigurd kind of looks at me like, I don't know, raised eyebrows. What am I doing here? And I just say, "Hey, I thought I'd just join you for the next part of the trip, if you don't mind."
Not at all, and I give the horses a little whip, get them to go, and we start our way.
Yep. So the caravan's at essentially full caravan speed at this point.
How fast does this caravan move, anyways?
It is. Are you talking like speed wise? Because it's 50. It's generally 15 miles per day.
Okay. And how far are we going?
750 miles.
Wow, we got a ways to go. Carrying on.
Yeah, it's about two. It's about 2 months.
Wow.
So we're
So as the
traveling.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was
I'll
gonna
say
say, yeah. Any conversations happening as you're traveling?
Yeah. As we're traveling, I turn to my companion and I noticed the dragon. I mean, I've seen it around, but I just kind of go, "Hey, does that thing have a name?"
It does. His name is Dubu.
Dubu?
And Dubu.
Oh. How did you acquire Dubu?
I actually found him in one of the camps. He was just left there, like abandoned. So I decided I didn't want to leave him alone. So I figured I would heal him up a little bit and take care of him.
Yeah.
And he's very docile, so he's very, very friendly.
Well, that's good. Does he help if you get any skirmishes or anything like that, or does he hang back, or
he can,
accessory?
but it's just more of a pet. I haven't had the cost to actually send him into battle. He's still pretty small, so I think he probably doesn't have the learning abilities of the instincts yet to know what he needs to do.
So as you say that, he looks at you and he gives you a hiss.
Who, me?
No, the proto dragon.
Looks and gives me a hiss?
Yep.
Oh. Hey, you better be good. Otherwise, I'm sending you to Sigurd's wagon. Settle down.
Goodness. I wonder how big that guy will get.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably pretty big at one point.
Yeah.
But until he's ready to go on his own, I'm just taking care of him.
Yeah.
And just for some out of character detail, it's actually not going to get any bigger.
Oh. Tiny dragon.
So wait, do we know it's a baby dragon or is it just like an adult one? Like, do we not know? Is that something? Because I can't ask him.
Yeah, so it's actually what they call a proto dragon, and so it's literally that's as big as it gets.
But can I tell if it's like a mature one? Like I wouldn't know the age of it then. Like, is it something that you would be able to discern from looking at him?
Well, okay, so here'd be a character question for you. in your past, have you ever run across any of these, dealt with these,
No,
any like history? And so if
no.
the answer
Didn't
is
we
if
fight a what dragon did we fight at Greenest? That
so,
wasn't a
you fought a couple different kinds. You fought a guard drake and a ambush drake.
Mm-hmm.
oh Drake's. Okay, so what was the big one that was flying?
That's like
Oh,
that's like a full on dragon.
dragon. Just said dragon. Okay. So I would not know how old he is, but I just think he's cute and he looks like a baby. Needs to be taken care of.
You
So
will spend the rest of her life imagining when this thing will turn into a big dragon.
exactly. Because I don't know it's supposed to stay small. That sounds like a very Nami thing to do. Oh, Nami L thing to do. Be clueless. So well, leave me at clueless. So I will continue saying that. I will keep him until he's grown up and he becomes so big that he will go out on his own. Unless
Yeah.
either one of you guys know about proto drakes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even know what kind of drink it is.
I have no idea.
Neither do I.
I like how tiny it is.
Yeah. Cute. Very cute.
Yeah.
I couldn't leave it there by itself.
No. Yeah. So you found it at the camp of the cultists?
Yes. We went in there actually to go and rescue Leosin, actually.
That's right.
And there was a big cave and there were some big dragons in there. And I happened to come across little Dubu.
Whoa. So you saw like big dragons. That's impressive.
I did, and I kept my distance.
Yeah.
We were only there to rescue Leosin and get out as quick as we can. And we were able to do that.
Oh, yeah. Before Leosin and I split up, yeah, I was just, trailing some of the carts going out of the city. So I didn't really run into anything like that, just some crazy cultist.
Yeah, well, in Greenest, we went and helped the governor over there, and did you hear about Leosin being kidnapped?
I remember, would I have known he was kidnapped? Because I was kind of sent out separately, wasn't I? KidLee?
Yes, as part of the story, when you returned, you were given the tale because Leosin told you.
So yeah, I heard he was captured, but yeah, I was in a different part of town at the time. Wasn't able to come back and help with that.
Did he happen to say anything about why he was kidnapped?
No.
Any information you might have gotten? Because we didn't get any real answer as to why they kidnapped him. We thought it might just be because of his magic knowledge,
his wizardy stuff.
Yeah, his wizardy
Yeah.
stuff.
So yeah, that's just a little bit of backstory. That is exactly what he had said, was that they were trying to get him to help him with a ritual, essentially, and he refused.
And would I have known that, or Nami?
Let's do this. In the chat box, you want to roll a d20?
Sure. Can you remind me how to do that, please?
Yeah, so you just type in /roll space 1d20.
D20. Ruh-roh. I could just roll an actual D20.
Yeah, because I thought he had told us before that they had captured him because they wanted him to, was it create dragons or talk to the dragons? There's something to do with the dragons. I thought he had told us.
Yeah, he was a little bit vague, but it was essentially to help them do something with the dragons, because they were like trying to summon like something weird or something along those lines.
Okay.
Okay, so at a 15, he did tell you the story, the
Okay.
full story.
Taking notes real quick so I
So,
know.
yeah. So it
Used
ended
him
up
for-
being they wanted his powers to help with a ritual to summon some kind of special dragon.
Nasty.
Okay.
And I relay all that to Nami.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he had said to us too.
Yeah.
So, what do you think we're gonna find in Waterdeep?
I really don't know. They just told me to meet up with you guys and basically just keep punching cultists because that's what I'm good at.
Well, I saw that earlier.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What do you think about that Sigurd guy though? Something's
know.
very strange.
Yeah, I mean, pretty handy in combat. From what I
That
can
he
see.
is. That he is.
But yeah, otherwise, I mean, I haven't really had a chance to talk to him.
Well, I did try talking to him back at the
Yeah?
camp when you guys were looking for water or going to fill your water skins.
Yeah,
And
was that
he didn't really give
riveting?
much information.
Oh, yeah?
No, he's pretty evasive.
Hmm.
I tried to ask him, why was he heading to Waterdeep, and what's bringing him to Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that Jem can get some information, like she said she was
Yeah.
going to try to do.
Jem pretty good at talking to people.
Yes, she is.
Good.
And if they don't want to talk, she usually gives them some coffee, and then they become pretty energized and start talking a lot.
Then they have to talk. I love it.
They have to talk, exactly. It's like a drug.
Like, yeah, I
The
gave you
magic
this
bean. or
magic
something.
bean, and you have to talk now.
Yes. So I'm hoping. So I think we should switch over to Jem because I want to know what Jem's mission is.
And cutscene.
Cutscene. We move to the wagon in front of us.
So I'm just kind of sitting here and I can hear bits and pieces of what they're saying because, I am half elf and all that, but I can't quite pick up everything that they're saying. And I'm slightly amused by their conversation. And I turn to Sigurd and I'm just kind of looking at him, trying to figure him out a little bit. And I say, so what did you say your reason was for following the cult? Did they, attack your town or something?
They attacked a town near mine. A dragon swooped in and just started attacking the town, and then the cultists came in and started looting everything.
Mm.
And I've been tracking them ever since.
I see. They, ever hurt anybody you know? And I'm just looking at him, waiting for an answer.
It's a long pause. All you hear around you is like the cricking and the cracking of the carts, and he's just it's a solemn moment. And he just basically looks over his shoulder and say, "Yeah, they have."
Well, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but, you've got 3 of the friends here in this caravan. You could probably talk to any of us and we'd understand. How about some coffee?
What's coffee? Is that elvish thing you've been trying to give me all this time?
It really is. It's great, especially after a battle. It just re-energizes you and helps you refocus. It's really great stuff. You don't need much, just a shot. Does a trick. I brewed some back at camp before we were attacked.
laughs a little bit, and he's sure I'll try some of your elvish coffee.
So I dig out my water skin that has my coffee in it, and I hand it over.
Take a sip, and it's kind of cold, but he enjoys it. Feels good. This stuff is good. Well,
You
he
should
hands it back.
you should taste it when it's hot. But cold is good.
I'm sure it's better when it's nice and brewed. So, what are you and your partner doing? Chasing these cultists and helping these fine people deliver their goods?
Yeah, I grew up thinking I grew up with a background I'm not willing to go into at this point, but let's just say that I don't like seeing people taken advantage of, and I really hate bullies. And I just really feel like this cult is kind of like a bully, you know? They just come in, take what they want, treat people whatever however they want to, and they really don't care. And I'm kind of tired of it. So we've
There's
been
a lot of people like that in the world. Don't
Mhm.
have to be a part of a cult to be that way.
That is true. That is true. So that's why I stay mobile. I don't really stay in one place for too long. So we've just been tracking them, trying to get what we information we can because we'd really like to put a stop to it, but you know, you can't really do much until you get to the head of it. Well, that's what we're hoping to find. This time, Jem kind of just, she's in the back. There's some rolls, bed rolls there and stuff. So she just sort of leans back and closes her eyes, kind of takes a little nap real quick. But she's not asleep because she can still hear really well what's going on.
So are we close to our stopping point at this point?
I'd say you got another mile to go.
So that's halfway through.
Yep.
I'm just kind of scanning the horizon, seeing if there's anything else that catches our eye that might be a danger or anything that might look interesting.
Yeah, other than what happened, it's actually like a really nice day.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye out for what wildlife is around us. Like I know we're close to a road, but if there's any like game out in the distance, like elk or deer or something that like just mentally preparing for like when we stop, going to go hunting, what's around, what I could find, type of deal.
Go ahead and roll a survival check. Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, I should mention if anybody's got advantage
yeah.
on, go ahead and toggle that off. Also toggle off your bless. Yeah, we forgot to do that at the start.
Yeah, want me to re-roll that or?
Yeah, go ahead and reroll. Okay. So you've seen some small game, like rabbits and squirrels, maybe even like a fox, and that's about it.
Okay. Hopefully, there's bigger game wherever we stop. Would I have heard any of the conversation that Namiel and Raycon were having?
Yeah, I would say that both conversations back and forth, because the wagons are pretty close. I mean, there's definitely some noise, but I'd say you probably picked up on 85% of the conversation.
So I'm aware they're trying to probe me for information.
I think you need a roll for that.
Yeah. Perception check.
Actually, I think I want to roll it the other way. and it comes down to how loud you guys were being.
Oh, no.
Well, we are talking about me, so that would be loud. So we can just stop with the rolls. Yeah, he heard.
So and I imagine I'm up there like with the horses. So I was probably talking a little loud.
Okay. Yeah, one thing I guess just note for the future, like if you want to have a more private conversation, just indicate that you're whispering or talking softly.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yep,
So
the
he knows.
caravan actually go ahead and makes the next mile, and you'll see that the caravan comes to a slow halt in a really nice area. And as the caravan master indicated, you guys will be stopping here for tonight.
So Sigurd, are you going to go ahead and see if you can hunt for our dinner again, like you did last time?
Try to see what's out there.
Do you need any help?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want a hand?
A hand might be good, but too many might ruin it.
Sure. Do you want to go, Nami, or?
I think you should go just in case anything happens.
Okay.
You guys can definitely take care of yourselves.
Yeah, I've got some things I can throw decently.
Your fists.
Just punch those bunnies.
So I hop down off the wagon, kind of stretch. I'm just looking around, taking it all in. I hear that Sigurd and Rico are going to go hunt some dinner. And I go over to Nami and start talking to her. Hey, Namiel.
Hey, Jim. Get any information?
No, he's kind of the
And
quiet type. Of course, he did hear that we were going to pump him for information, so...
Are you saying I'm loud?
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
I would never, ever say that.
You would never, ever state the obvious. So, I mean, did you get any scoop as to why he's wanting to travel to Waterdeep?
Well, he's after the cult just like we are, and village over next from his was attacked, and oh gosh, I have such a bad memory, but I want to say that he knew someone that was in that village. But I didn't get anything else from that. I have a feeling he'll come around and talk to us when he feels like we're trustworthy. I don't think he trusts people too much. But I could be wrong.
Understandable. No, that's understandable. Did he say anything about the town, how they were attacked? Was it the same as what you and I experienced?
He didn't say much of anything. Dragons. I think that's why he doesn't like your dragon very much.
Well, he needs to get over it.
I know.
Baby Dubu is part of our family.
Yes, he is. And adorable.
I know. Hopefully he'll warm up to Dubu.
So,
Yeah.
where should we make a fire? We probably should make one.
Let's place right here on the right. Kind of don't want to be too far away from the wagons in case bandits come. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
Okay. Whoopsies. Oh wait, where's my person? Oh, it's underneath the scribble.
You're under the fire.
Where's my person? Oh, there we go. Be right here.
So as you guys are setting up, we'll switch perspectives here real quick
Okay.
to Sigurd and Reiko.
So I just swing off the cart and walk over to Sigurd and I'm like, all right, let's get some food.
Let's. And then I just start looking around, seeing which way would be like. I'm looking for where a distant source of water would be ish. So if there's a stream, I want to follow the stream upstream. You know.
Yep. So it'll be on that left side. The stream has been kind of following you guys since you're going on the road. So as you guys walk into the woods, I'll have you give me another survival check. Both of you. Ooh. So as you're walking a little bit deeper into the woods and you are coming up across the creek, you actually see a deer drinking water in the creek.
Wow.
I go, oh, what do we do? What do we do?
Shh. I take out my short bow and we're gonna try and hit it.
$15 is a hit. And what's the damage?
Sweet.
You have sneak attack.
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh. Failure
What's
and
No, that's damage.
right.
Sorry. No. Is that damage? No.
9 and 14.
Well, the 14's the damage. I think I hit the wrong thing for the short bow. I'm hitting the damage and it's not rolling the damage. It's just re-rolling the thing.
I think we had that happen last game for some reason too for a bit.
Well, no, I made the mistake. I'm hitting the thing on the character sheet instead of in the chat.
Oh,
So yeah, 14 sneak, 8 piercing damage.
Yep. So you hit it just right, and it gets hit by the arrow, and it kind of moves a little bit, and then it drops.
Go over there, try to recover the arrow, pick up the deer, head back to camp.
Roll me a d20 in chat. So yeah, in the chat, you just type in /roll space 1d20. Arrow's broken.
Wonderful. It's okay. We have dinner.
We have dinner. That was fun, educational. I just clap.
I try to figure out if that's sarcasm from the monk or if she's actually impressed.
Hard to say.
Hard to say. How far away from camp did we get before finding the deer?
Let's say 150 yards.
Okay. I pick up the deer and put it over my shoulders and start making our way back to camp. Is it like a big deer, or are we talking like how much meat on it? Is it something, or is it like a baby deer, or what is it?
We're gonna say a medium-sized doe.
Okay.
You killed Bambi's mom.
Who's Bambi?
What?
That's a tiefling folk
Folktale.
Yeah.
I just cry a little bit inside.
I'm just learning about everything about these races. I'm learning what elvish coffee is. I know what Bambi is now. I knew I needed to get out of. I knew I needed to get out of Long Saddle and see the world.
So many things to learn.
A whole new world.
Is that a regional song for you? Never heard that one.
No, where I'm from, it's cold. The people who sang that to me, they were from a desert.
Oh, that's cool. I like it.
This
Always
guy
wanted to go to the desert.
This guy, he even had a flying carpet.
I want a flying carpet. I need to go to the desert.
Sounds like a wizard to me. Flying carpet.
I realize you can't see my face, but I'm doing the like wide eyes, like what? And yeah, we head back to camp.
I'm gonna probe the monk.
Oh.
How did you get wrapped up in all this? You seem to know them pretty well. The two of them.
Not really, actually. I was helping out some of the government officials in Greenest and got sent to track some caravans that this dragon cult stole. And I guess, well, I don't know if you know much, but there was a guy named Leosin. He was the governor's brother, super magical dude.
Nah, haven't heard this story.
Okay, well, we were pretty tight. But apparently he got kidnapped because this cult needed his magical abilities to summon some great, terrible evil, cults.
I kind of stop at the description she's saying is like magical abilities. What do you mean?
Like wizard stuff. Like, not like the desert fairy tale. But practitioners of magic.
Sigurd just kind of gets a concerned look on his face, and he looks like he's connected a dot, and just he shakes it off and continues back to camp.
I would say I kind of noticed that little shift. I'm like, okay, interesting. And I say, yeah, but Leosin had me stay where I successfully, I might add, apprehend the people that stole all of Greenest's goods and just to meet up with these two. So I've just been traveling with them literally since we started this caravan.
You're saying the cult stole the wealth of your city, basically?
Oh, not my city, but Greenest.
Sounds like that's something the cult has been running around and doing. It's what they did up in Nezame, where I'm from.
So that's where you're from, Nezame. Never been there. So there was a raid up there too?
Yeah, the town's far north, just west of Long Saddle. And it sounds like they've been attacking towns all over the place. Raiding, thieving, and it sounds like they're abducting people of magical ability.
It's interesting. Take somebody, a practitioner of magic from your place, I'm assuming?
My sister.
Oh. Your sister, was she recovered? Or were they able to get away with her?
I don't know.
Oh.
The city was under attack. It was being looted. I was doing the best I could to protect who I could, but
Sure.
the last image I have before being knocked out is my sister leaving with them unbound, unshaken, just leaving with the cultists.
Well, maybe if you stick with us long enough, we'll find somebody that knows something and we can get more information about where your sister might be. Since it sounds like she either was coerced into leaving or, I don't know, maybe she struck a deal to spare the town. Who knows? But since the three of us, I mean, we're actively looking for these cultists and, have that bit of experience in Greenest, maybe we could get a little more information because we're bound to run into them, it sounds like, at some point.
Traveling around these woods with this much in goods, and people know that this happens every year.
Yeah,
I guess this would be a hot spot for them to attack at one point or another.
Maybe we should ask Rupert. He has, a handful of mercenaries. I wonder how many of them are magical users, it could really make us a hot target then. Huh.
I didn't see many in magic. I saw the barbarian, and I saw the.
Yeah, I saw that barbarian too.
You did, up close and personal.
Very much. She was kind of smelly. But yeah, I mean, I saw another fighter. They had a sword, but I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people in this caravan.
Yeah, but not many rushed into the fight.
No. Worth asking, maybe, though.
Could be. I'm assuming we've gotten back to getting closer to camp. I would have hushed my voice a little bit more with this conversation. And then just finding where Jem and Namiel set up camp, and I'd start working on the deer. You know, cleaning it, getting it ready to be cooked, and all that fun stuff.
And I have a question for the GM.
Okay.
Would Reiko know if Greenest, and I'm probably butchering the name of your hometown, Namase? Sure. Nezame, thank you. I gotta write down the pronunciation.
Nesme.
May. I'm just writing down a pronunciation guide for myself. Okay.
I've never heard the actual pronunciation of the town. KidLee's never. But on the map, that's how it's spelled. So I'm like,
okay,
that's how it should be.
Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
you might be saying it right. I think I said it as Nesme.
Can you
Nice.
type
Yeah.
it real quick, please?
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
Would Reiko know if they are like similar sized towns, or are they small, medium in comparison to some of the other towns out there? I mean, I don't know how much Reiko would know that actually.
Let's roll a history check. I'm going to say at a 13 that you had never heard of this town until now. And
Okay,
yeah, you don't.
checks
you don't
out.
know this is- yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll switch back over to Jem and Nami.
They just see me walking into camp with this deer over my shoulders.
Hey, it looks like dinner's here.
He caught it.
Hope you
It was
don't plan on me
amazing.
cleaning that thing.
No, I clean what I kill.
Yeah. Rupert actually says, "Hey, good haul, lad."
Hey, Reiko, I don't think I said it earlier, but I just want to say again, thank you also for all your work earlier today. That was pretty awesome. I've not been around too many monks.
Oh, we're just not out and about usually. Yeah, it was fun. Glad to help.
Do they all fight like you?
Wouldn't say all of them. No.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Tom, so I still see your body in the wagon, but I'm assuming you're cleaning the deer somewhere. Hopefully not like right super near me, because I will be very sad, because that would make me sick. So where would you be cleaning it? Like it within earshot or not?
No, I wouldn't have gone right to the camp. Basically, I would have gone to the back of the cart. I would have looked for a pot to, something to put organs, things of the sort that
Ooh.
wouldn't be eaten or prepared.
Somewhere downwind.
Sure, but I would have started prepping the deer. Removing the skin, removing the organs, all that stuff, preparing the meat.
But where would
Um,
you have been in conjunction to the camp right there where we are all sitting?
you would have line of sight if you were looking at the carts, but if you're off staring into the wilderness, you're fine.
So we can talk and you would not be able to hear.
I don't know. I'd have to make a perception check to see if I could hear you.
And
Okay,
we
well,
could.
I see in a very unlike volume. Did you find out any information about secret?
Yeah. I don't
that's
know if
my
we.
bad.
I don't know if we want to talk about it right now. Maybe time for that later.
Do you
We'll talk.
trust him?
Any good stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Juicy. Okay.
I mean, I'll say I think I maybe have convinced him to possibly stick with us, like the three of us. I think it could be mutually beneficial.
Awesome.
That sounds good. I mean, y'all saw the way he fought.
Yeah.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah. Can always use something like that to help out with whatever this cult is.
Definitely.
What do you think about? I mean, because this is, if I'm not mistaken, there's 23 wagons, right? I think it was a 23 wagon caravan. So, did you guys see very many people actually fighting or coming to help?
I actually, and I say this loud enough because I'm not afraid of anything being overheard or misconstrued. I say, yeah, actually, when Sigurd and I were walking back, had a question for you, Rupert.
Hey, what is it, lass?
I know you have other mercenaries besides us. I mean, we met a couple. But had that fight gone south, like, do you have any other fighter types or even magic users that, would have jumped in if necessary?
Oh, actually, I'm afraid you're quite mistaken there. The lot of you are all that I have.
Oh,
Any
okay.
other mercenaries would be owned by someone else on the caravan.
Owned by somebody else. Okay. So there's just the four of us, the big terrifying lady, and the other fighter, correct?
I want to say there's a couple more, but I don't personally know them.
Okay.
Yeah, you had said there's 3 mercs that he had hired, so it was at the beginning. So there's probably one more. So a total of 7 of us.
Okay.
And then it's also possible that some of the normal caravan people would be willing to
mercs.
jump out and fight too.
Yeah. So inconclusive.
Yeah, I did not see any of them.
Yeah.
But maybe because those fists of fury and the sneaky were just too
I'm
quick.
just like as if you would hold up finger guns and
Nami, roll me a quick perception check.
A perception check. Why are you picking on me?
While she's doing that, in the middle of their conversation, when she's doing the gun motion, I'm gonna come over to the camp, the fire, and I'm gonna start setting up like a spit type of thing to like put the deer on and cook it.
All right. You notice that Dubu has wandered away.
Excuse me. I'll be right back.
And he has made his way over to Sigurd, and he's like looking at the deer fleshy things.
oh no.
As I pick him up and say, no, That's my food. No. So I pick him up and I bring him back.
Make a strength check.
Make a strength check. Oh gosh, dude!
Yeah, I'm down for that. Let's do that.
But you know it's so funny because dude, literally, my dog Corgi is jumping all over me because he thinks I'm talking about him. Okay, so what was I supposed to do? Strength? You said?
Yep.
Wait, where's strength? Oh, up there. Are you serious? Really? Wait a minute. How come next to strength is -1?
Because you only have a 9 for a strength, which means you have a negative.
I have a
All right.
negative? Oh.
And we'll roll that against. So he's trying to escape your grasp, and he's trying to go after the bucket of guts.
Well, you can actually have that. Get him away from. Can he have the guts?
I stare at the. How little is this dragon?
It's like the size of a cat.
Oh, okay. How do
That's
we
why
even
you
know
can't
it's a
eat him.
dragon?
Look at the picture. Look at him.
Well, the picture just changed of KidLee, so okay, that's what the proto dragon is. I just look at the strange little thing, and I take the pot of guts and I put it on the ground.
You do like Dubu. So what does Dubu do? Dubu eats it, I'm assuming, right?
Are you still holding him, or did you let him go?
No, I let him go because he wants to eat.
Yep. So he's like head inside the pot. He's going
Oh,
crazy.
nom 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 nom.
He's like, I love Sigurd. So I think Dubu looks at Sigurd and goes, I love you.
Does the thing talk?
Don't eat me.
It's all in the eyes.
Or just
Yeah,
this
he gives you
big
that
gleaming eyes.
look, that look of like, oh, thank you.
And for just a moment, Sigurd looks at the little proto dragon, and what's its name?
Dubu.
Ew.
Dubu.
I put my hand down to try to like pet its head, like cautiously. Very pretty. Anything?
And it's so at this point it's like so busy eating it doesn't even like recognize it.
Okay. And then I just pick up the deer and I take it over to the spit over by the fire and start cooking it.
As we're waiting for food, Jem, you see Reiko just going through her pack and she's getting out her rations. And she's like tinkering with something in her hands. And a second later, she turns and she goes, I've totally had cheesecake before.
Oh my God, I love you.
And
You've
Jem-
had cheesecake before?
I show you what's in my hands. And I'm like, I just think maybe you just called it different, and what you see in her hands is a piece of bread with some cheese on it.
Oh, that's not it. Sorry, girl. You
But-
have not
No.
had the right cheesecake.
Jem is
I was just
stifling a
thinking about, I'm
laugh.
like, well, I know what cheese is. And like cake, it's like usually a sweet
Like sweet
bread-like thing. So I'm like, oh, it must just be like cheese on bread. I mean, that's what we've called it. But
Yeah.
no?
No,
Okay.
no. But if we get to a town that has some, I'm totally ordering it.
Okay.
Cheesecake for everyone.
Jem just
All
kind
right,
of
well,
shakes her head and just kind of puts her arm around Reiko's shoulders and says, "That's okay. We'll show you what we're talking about for cheesecake."
Real cheesecake.
I'm so confused, but okay. And I just put my cheese, not cake, away.
No, wait. Don't put it away. You got any more?
I mean, yeah, I've got all sorts of rations.
I
I
wouldn't
was
mind
figuring we'd
having
eat.
that.
Okay, yeah, I mean, cheese and bread and deer. Not cheesecake and deer. That actually does sound pretty good.
I'm going to pass on Bambi and probably just eat the cheese and bread.
Okay. Yeah.
Who is this Bambi character I keep hearing about?
It's a tiefling folk legend.
He's actually, I mean, I think he may know the same guy you know out in the desert on the flying carpet.
He was telling me about that. I really want to go to the desert now. Plus, it's hot out there. I like that.
You better bring lots of water skins.
I could
mean,
use a
that's
change of scenery.
totally. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess after confirming that cheese and bread is not, in fact, cheesecake, we'll dig into our meal.
Yeah, and actually, Nami needs to go AFK for a second. If we wanted to, we could take our break here real quick.
Yeah, let's just take our break real quick. I'm up for that.
Sure. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, let me get a be right back. So we'll be right back, folks. How long is our break?
Just a couple minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
5 minutes. I'll be right back.
I'm back. Mm-hmm.
Non-fictional? Who are we? What? You're eating a nice deer steak. It's all right. Yeah, deer steak. I know. I've never heard of this. What is this?
And I can't eat it.
Why can't I look at her and it's like, you okay? Kind of like why she's eating rations and not taking a thing of deer steak off the fire, off the grill, basically. I'm sorry. I'm horrible about moving my character. No, no, it's not that. It's just like unless I feel I'm in combat, I just don't know where on the why to move. Just I don't know. I'll be better about it. Is Dubu still eating the bowl of guts?
I think he's probably done. When he walked over, he was walking over pretty slow.
That's like IRL.
Does Dubu go to Nami or me?
Yeah, I went over to Nami and laid down.
Okay, that's fine.
Food coma. Food coma. I'm sorry, what? Whenever it starts looking at me like it wants to eat me? No, I don't know. I guess every time we stop, I mean, I think we feed them. Pretty much. Yeah, whenever we stop and eat, and we would feed him. So he's gonna really like Sigurd here. I think Dubu is asleep next to me, but then he hears us talking about him, and so he goes over to sit there. So Sigurd, what do you do, Sigurd? Do you say "ah"?
I just pat its head and
Goes back to
go.
sleep.
I go back to eating my meal and just kind of wary of this small miniature dragon that's like now sitting next to me.
Loving you. Oh, you made a new friend. So, I'm still kind of leery about these bandits. Some, another set of bandits are, you know, attacking us. Do we want to do what we did the first night and kind of set up watch?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Who wants to take first to watch?
I can take first watch again. Okay.
I'll take second watch with Jim.
Yeah, why don't I take first watch with
With a
Yeah.
moi?
with Reiko? Should I do that? I think we should split up 2 by 2. Does that sound good?
Will we have enough? Are we just splitting it into two, or do we need like a third watch type situation?
From not to be the rules lawyer, it's like when I looked at the long rest, it's like as long as it's an undisturbed 8 hours,
Mm,
2 hours of it can be just like sitting, just anything that's non-combat.
gotcha.
As long as you don't have like an hour of walking, basically. Um, basically downtime. Is that how we're doing watches, KidLee, or how? What can we do during a watch, basically, to where we don't get a point of exhaustion or something of the sort?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say what you said there is fine.
Okay, so I mean, yeah,
You
two
can
of
do it.
us, on a watch
Two
is
and two.
fine.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Which reminds me, since we're rested, we can increase our hit points, right? That we took damage on.
Yeah, all HP and spells are back to normal.
Okay, so do I? So it says hit point maximum. That number, that's my number I should be typing in, right?
Right.
Okay. Gotcha.
Is there a
Okay.
button on the character sheet to just
That's what I
trigger
was
a
just
long
wondering.
rest?
I don't think so.
I mean, I know D&D Beyond has a button, but I
Mhm.
don't know if Roll20 does.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Okay, so I didn't use any points. Nice.
I get key
So-
points back.
So as you guys are hanging around the campfire, it's fully nighttime at this point. Is actually a young man who comes up to you guys.
Is there any of the steak left? There was a good amount of meat, right?
Yeah.
I'd look at him, I'd ask him his name, and I'd offer him a plate.
He says, "Hello, that's quite generous of you. My name is Caden, and I actually
Hey,
came here.
Caden.
I actually came here to thank you. I saw that you guys defended us from the bandits, and he seems like very energetic, and he actually goes around to all of you guys, and if you have like a free hand, he grabs your hand with both of his, and he's like shaking it. He's like, thank you for defending us."
Before he gets to me, I purposely make my hands full of food. And my mouth is full. I'm like, hi.
Yes,
Oh.
you look like an amazing group of warriors. I haven't really done much of that myself. Actually, I haven't really done much of anything. What are you guys hauling on the caravan, if I may ask?
I look at Rupert.
We all stare at Rupert.
Yeah, we all stare at Rupert like, ask him.
Yeah, we're selling high quality feathers and tools from my shop. And he says, yes, of course. I'm actually hauling my first haul of high quality silk. You see, I was at a bar one night drinking, and this strange fellow came and asked me if I wanted to buy them. He said that I could take them to Waterdeep and make a big score. And I didn't really have anything, so I thought, what the heck? And I took what little money that I had and bought this really little basic cart, and he kind of points over to his cart. And yeah, I'm taking the silks there. It's been quite the adventure so far.
Does it look like the cart's about to fall apart?
A little bit, yeah.
Jeez.
So let me get this straight. I say as I'm chewing a piece of meat. Some stranger approached you, was like, oh, hey, look at all this fancy silk I have. And you bought it, and now you're taking it hundreds of miles away to sell it?
Yes, that's correct. It was a
Cool.
pretty good deal. Pretty strange, I suppose, but yeah.
Do you know much about silk?
No, not really. But apparently it's the finest quality, and the silk masters of Waterdeep will pay triple for what I paid.
Said this
How much
mystery
did you
man.
pay?
Say again.
How much did you pay for it?
It was only 5 silver apiece.
I kind of share a very skeptical look with.
I know our we only operate on silver and gold, so like just as a reference point is that good price for silk, or is that overpriced, or is that really, really cheap?
That'd be
Just-
really, really cheap for
I
like
was gonna say, it sounds
incredibly
super
high
cheap.
level, for like really, really high level stuff.
I'm not doing good of concealing my like, are you kidding me face.
Jem is amused as usual. Chuckles to herself.
Well, that
I look
Go ahead.
I look at him and say, "Well, then show us some of it, some of your fine silk."
Oh, you want to see it now? Okay.
Sure,
It's in the cart if you want to come over, I suppose.
I follow.
Actually, it'd be interesting. I actually haven't yet seen it myself.
I get up out of amusement.
I'm going to pick up my bag, and I'm going to pull out a lantern that looks like it's bigger than it should fit in there, and I'm going to put some oil and I guess walk over with him to the cart and inspect his silks.
But I want to ask Kaden, wait, you bought silk you have not seen yet?
I trusted the guy, I suppose.
As I SMH shake my head and my hand goes over my face. And
And again, you can see this kid's like really young, maybe 21.
Oh,
wait, no, he's old enough to know.
The inner rogue in me is just like, I need to see if this guy got gypped.
Yeah,
Mhm,
I mean, I do
absolutely.
too. I'm already shaking
I know.
my head.
I just want to be a jerk.
Okay, you carry on. I'm just gonna stay here because I'm just like I don't even want to see what you guys are gonna see in this whatever chest case, whatever.
So I've lit a lantern, and we're just following this guy over to the cart.
Yep. So he says, here it is. And so he takes it's like a big wooden crate, and he's got like a couple of them. It's like a really, really small cart compared to the rest of them. It's like it can barely fit in the two little crates he's got.
Mhm.
And he go ahead and he opens it up, and I'll have you guys give me a perception check.
Oh,
Only the people that went over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to move me. I wandered over too.
Oh, actually, you know what? This is fine. We actually should have done something different.
What do you want to do different?
We should have done investigation instead.
Mhm.
You want to investigate then?
Sure. I mean, you can do it, Nami or Jim.
Oh, sorry.
All right,
I'd
you know
like to keep that 17 if I can.
what? Okay. So he opens it up, and as soon as he opens it up, he's like, "That's a interesting smell." And you guys notice that the silk is full of silkworms.
Oh, okay.
And he looks at it and he's like, "Huh." He kind of scratches his head. That looks a little strange, but I suppose it's supposed to look that way.
No, silk doesn't normally have worms in it.
Yeah,
Now,
I don't.
if those worms produce silk, they could cost a pretty penny.
Sure, yeah, I don't think some rich clientele would really appreciate purchasing some beautiful silks just to have a bunch of worms crawl out all over them. But yeah, Sigurd has a good point.
You can see that the worms are starting to eat into it.
Into the silk.
Yeah.
So are they actually silkworms that produce it, or they just look like worms or moths that are eating it?
It's eating it.
Oh God,
Oh no.
this poor kid.
So wait. You're telling me that these are not supposed to be there?
Yes,
You've
silk.
bought clothes before, yeah?
Silk is clothing, my friend. Not
You
worms.
like bugs in your clothing that you buy.
Well, I thought that these were preserving them.
I just am closing my eyes, just like, are you kidding me? You've
Jem,
been duped.
Wait, what do you mean?
Somebody made a pretty penny off of you and sent you on the road to get away from them.
And so he's like taking a much closer look at what he's got, and he's like, these are destroying the silk. Yes,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
he lied to me. I don't.
So I can't
Don't-
stand
don't-
it anymore, and I say to him, "Look, kid, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. So take this lesson, and from now on, only deal with things that you're knowledgeable of, or do your homework first. It'll
Yeah,
save
get a
you a lot of
second
heartache.
opinion.
Yep, from someone you trust."
So he just like closes it and just looks very sad and depressed, and he's like, that was all my money.
Well, we won't let you starve on this caravan. Maybe you can pick up some work in the next town or something.
I don't know what to say. So is it completely worthless?
You're not going to have any cloth when those worms finish. You will have a crate of worms.
Yeah.
Why?
Sorry. So I turn around and I go back to the fire.
What did the gentleman who sold you these look like? Did he have a name?
No, he has kept most of his face
Mysterious.
covered.
Yeah.
Describe what you can.
I don't know. He was a male with a beard.
I
That's all I
very
know.
jokingly look at Sigurd.
I look at her. It's like, it wasn't me. Like I mouth it. I don't actually say it.
right. And I give you like, I know. Just kind of shrug. Well,
He like comes around to this side of the cart, and his head's down. He's like kicking the tires, kicking the wheels.
Okay, so like of the state of the silks and the cart and everything, like what all does he have here?
From what you can see, a cart that's like barely moving, 2 crates full of high-end silk that's got worms in it, and that's
So
about
the silk's basically ruined.
Yep. Basic like living supplies, and that's it.
I was gonna. Well, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go because now Jem has told me what has happened. I now walk over to join you guys, and I ask Sigurd if maybe he know if he could fix the wagon, since he's been pretty handy at checking all the wagons before we take off.
Do I need to make a roll to like investigate this thing to see if it's fixable, or
No, you could tell it just needs some general maintenance.
okay, so it's salvageable, just not in its current state.
I mean, it's made it this far. I mean, it could potentially make it all the way, but it's just
Because it's a
Yeah.
long ways.
yeah,
Okay,
might just be a
so
little TLC.
then it doesn't need to be fixed immediately. Then it can make the trip.
potentially.
Well, I think Tom, or I'm sorry, Tom Sigurd. I think maybe you could take a look at his wagon to see if it can make the journey. There's any like small repairs you maybe can do, help him out.
I can see what I do, but the real question is, what's his plan now? Is his quick your get wealth quick scheme has seemed to evaporate?
Yes, it would seem that way.
Are you
I
going to
mean,
continue on with us, or are you going to go back? Since we're only what 2 days away from the town we started in. Yeah, 2 days out.
I think so. Yeah.
And he's still kind of looking at the ground, and he's like, "I don't really have anything there for me. Might as well just go to the next town. Maybe something there."
Yeah, I mean, our other companion, Jem, had a good point. I mean, you could just make it to Waterdeep. Maybe you can sell this cart for scraps and just find some work to do.
Yeah,
Gotta
maybe.
stick with us for a while, I guess.
I look at him and I look him over. In the meantime, if you're going to come with us, I'd like to hire you.
And he perks up, and he's like, "What?"
I can see you have things you need to learn, and it's a long trip, and you shouldn't make it for nothing. I'll offer you 2 gold a week if you'll help my group with hunting and fetching water and doing what any little deeds we need done. Sound fair?
That's it does indeed, sir. Thank you, sir. Most gracious. And he's
And then
like bowing to you.
I look at him like, don't bow. I'm not royalty. I'm not anything. Stand up straight.
Yes, sir.
I tell him to just basically when we start going, basically just wait and pull his cart behind us, travel with us, and yeah. I shake his hand, securing the agreement, and then I ask him his name one more time.
Thank you, sir. I'm Caden Wellborn.
Nice to meet you, Kate. You're welcome to come back and enjoy some food. If you want to sleep at your cart, you're welcome to. You might want to get to know the rest of the party. And then I take him by the shoulder and I start walking him back to camp.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom, if you're going to walk him to camp, you need to come to camp.
Say, come join us at camp.
Look at
He's
his hollow.
scouting the area first.
He scouts the area.
Make sure there's no bandits.
Area looks clear.
Wow.
And
Well, so you think.
I'm dragging him with me as I do
This is how you
30-foot
scout.
sprints.
Oh, God.
Sir,
Poor
sir,
guy.
please-
He's
please
like,
explain
can I
to me
get
what you're
paid
doing."
now? I might not live through
Where's
this.
my 2 gold? I just lost my fortune. Now you're making me scout.
Oh my God. He's like,
We
I
die.
think my price went up.
It's 2 gold a week. I think I can afford it for little menial tasks that we need done.
Wait, how much are we getting paid?
10. We're getting
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
10,
right.
10
10
a
a
week.
week.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Forgot
should
about
write that down. I
Me
don't know
too.
how I remembered that,
Oh, I
but
did write
yeah,
it down.
yeah, I wrote it down. 10 gold. 10 gold a week. Okay. I remember now, but doesn't mean I'll remember next week. You're getting paid.
So just as you get everybody back to the campsite, you have two more guests that happen to show up, and it's actually the two people from the caravan that's directly in front. And I'll pop up their pictures here real quick.
I'm trying to remember who killed the bandit that was attacking their cart. I know they were attacked by one.
Yeah, it was one of you guys. I don't remember.
I think it was me. I was taking care of right side mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It wasn't me. I did do a couple attacks. I did kill one person. I just
You will get an epic kill soon. I feel it.
Yes.
So yeah, they walk up to the camp, and
What's
the
the guy's
guy
name?
basically says,
Yeah, I missed the dude.
I missed the dude. I was want to write his name down.
Oh, hold on.
Tremaine and Merlin
Jermaine.
Randall.
Jermaine.
Maryland.
It's a good name.
Yep.
That's his name.
So yeah, he just walks up and he says, "Sorry, I don't mean to disturb you, you fine folks, but during the attack, your tiefling, I'm sorry, I don't know your name,
Reiko.
Reiko, yes, you saved us from that bandit, and we just wanted to thank you."
You're welcome.
So he actually comes over and like wants to shake your hand.
I shake his hand.
Ah, crap.
It's very awkward. Like, okay.
Jem is noticing a thing with Reiko and shaking hands with people. But she keeps her comments to herself.
And so she proceeds to say that they're hauling clay pots, like very high end clay pots, to Waterdeep.
Buy them from somebody for like 5 silver.
Sorry, say again.
I say very jerk-like. Like, did you buy them from somebody for like 5 silver?
And
Jem snickers.
she looks confused and she's like, well, "No, we made them ourselves."
Okay, just checking.
And then he goes on to say, "Ah, yes, we have one of the finest shops in Baldur's Gate. You know, every year we make several trips up north and sell these. Make pretty good profit. Hard part is getting them there because they're clay pots and they break easy."
Because they break, yeah. Sorry.
And as you guys have been driving, you've noticed that they've got their cart like loaded with so much padding, and they're constantly weaving all over the road, trying to like dodge potholes and bumps and stuff.
And there's none of that silk left over, like completely gone, eaten.
No,
Yeah.
there's. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I mean, from what I saw, the bugs they were eating into the silk, like holes throughout all of
Yeah,
it.
but
Or
when we just shake the, I mean, I'm assuming they're big pieces of silk, right? Was any of that salvageable?
did we get the? Well, I mean, when we looked through it, did it look like any of it was salvageable?
Yeah, or would you have to like go through and pick those little buggers off one by one?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you only
just
opened.
out.
Yeah, you only opened the one crate, and you'd have to take it all out and spread it out and stuff to figure out what was really going on with it. Or I guess it'd be done in rolls.
Gotcha.
Yeah, rolls of silk.
But the Randalls just basically say, thank you again, and we'll be on our way.
Do we have much more of the steak left?
big deer.
Yeah, maybe we can
And I ate bread.
rations. I take my bread and keep it.
She hides it from me.
She hides the cheesecake.
My
She hides
non-cheesecake.
the
The non-cheesecake.
her non-cheesecake away from me. Okay, so they go back to theirs. Okay. Wait, we're on the road already?
No,
Or
we've
we're-
got to take watch and sleep, don't we?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the first watch with Rico.
Yeah.
I stand up and
So-
stretch and say, "Oh, I think I'm going to turn in now. Catch a few winks before it's time for watch."
Same.
Sounds good.
Sounds
yeah, we'll
good.
keep an eye.
Yeah. Rupert announces that he's also going to sleep, so he goes back to under his cart.
Okay. Sigurd, do you mind us using your lantern that you have? Just in case we need to walk around, survey the area?
No, not at all. And I hand her a hooded lantern and a flask of oil.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you need me to go out and look, I can see in the dark. So
Oh, you can
Just-
see in the dark?
I
Oh.
can.
I look at Caden and I tell him, go back to your cart, prepare your things. We will see you in the morning.
Thank you, sir. I will.
I'm sawing
So yeah,
logs.
Nami and I keep watch. Do we need to roll anything?
Nope. So yeah, the night passes without incident. The next day has arrived. The sun is rising.
We've switched watch during the night, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so
You're human like me, Tom?
Hmm?
You're human like me?
Yeah, I said I was a human.
Yeah, Jim, are you
I thought
what are
you were
you I
half
know you're
elf,
part
Nami.
elf, but what's the other part?
I thought you
drag-
were half elf, Nami. I'm sorry.
No, in the first session, did we get a description, Jem and Nami, of your characters?
I think
No.
just briefly.
But Jim, you're half elf, right?
Yes.
Yep.
But
half
what's the other
elf
half?
with a draconic
Half elf,
bloodline.
half
Draconic, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
So do you still have the pointy ears or half a pointy ear or what?
A little bit.
Okay.
To write this down.
Yeah.
Okay. So Reiko's full elf. Tom and I are human.
I'm tiefling, actually.
Tiefling. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tiefling.
So, if you wanted to ask as part of conversation what I am, I wouldn't find it rude. It'd make some good morning conversation.
I was supposed to have known it. It's just my memory
Oh.
was bad.
No, I meant for
Reiko
Reiko
or...
and-
Oh,
Sigurd.
gotcha.
I guess, Danielle can see your character picture. I'm assuming you have visible scales.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so over breakfast, I'm kind of looking at you and I'm like, taking in your scales and I'm like, oh, and I kind of gesture at your visage and I'm like, some dragon blood running the family.
Yes, to my father's surprise, I don't know if you call it a curse or a blessing, but I was disowned at birth, so I guess in my case it was a curse in the beginning. Half
Sorry about
half
that.
elf, draconic bloodline, but I have found to put it to use.
Mm.
Gives me excellent dark vision.
Hey, and I gesture at my appearance. I'm like, I understand.
Absolutely. You know what that's like.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out it keeps me from being charmed, and I can't be put to sleep by magic. So I have found
Oh,
these to
wow.
be, yeah, I have found it to be quite beneficial in my line of work.
Yeah. I mean, is your line of work, do you just, run around going after cultists
Well,
typically? Is this your usual line of work?
before the cultist, I'd go from town to town. Usually, just I like to travel, and I'm kind of a people person. Although I don't really like to get involved with people, but I like to observe people. I'm a people watcher, I guess you'd
People
say,
watcher, yeah.
but not
Yeah.
not in a creepy way. Not in a
No,
creepy way.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah. So I would compete in tournaments and help out
Wow.
the underdogs if need be. So that's pretty much what I do. I don't really have any family. My twin died at birth, so it's
Mm.
just me.
Yeah.
I did have an elderly couple that took me in for a while. They were nice. They
Hmm.
taught me to hone my magic a little bit there.
Yeah. Were you pretty young when that happened?
Yes. Well, yes. I was passed around for a little bit, and finally, about the time I was about 4, I ended up with this older couple, retired professors actually.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Well, that's really cool. I mean, to find somebody that cares enough to take that time to hone those skills.
absolutely, I was one of the lucky ones.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of us that look a little, I don't know, like we do, it's easy to get swept under the rug.
Absolutely, I was not sent to a formal education because of that. So they
Yeah.
taught me at home.
That's awesome.
Yep, that's okay. I think it helped me with my. I think it helped me understand what it's like to be pushed around and bullied, and
Mm.
rely on myself instead of relying on others. More self-sufficient, self-reliant. What about you?
Yeah. Uh, well, not too different of a story here, except I ended up in a monastery pretty young.
Was that a good experience
Uh,
for you?
well, I didn't make it easy for him. Got in a lot of trouble as a kid.
Hey, I think some of the best personalities do that.
Yeah, well, if you ask some of my former teachers, they would disagree. Probably some of my classmates too. I was pretty mean.
So is that where you learned to fight?
Yeah. I mean, you know, they tried basic monastic sort of tutelage, just general world knowledge, and some self-defense type stuff. But I would just kind of lash out, I guess. And I don't know. I think some of my teachers saw potential, and others were very frustrated by my tendencies, I guess.
Well, some are born to teach, and some should never go near a student.
Yeah, amen to that. But yeah, I mean, not too dissimilar. Just trying to make it on my own.
So what do you do when you're not following cultists?
That's a good question. You know, I don't know. I help keep certain divisions of authority in check.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, Admittingly, I'm kind of new to the field, as it were. Trial period, I think. I don't know. I felt like I was kind of booted out, but yeah, just assigned to keep eye on authority figures, that sort of thing. It's kind of fun to knock them down a peg.
Or there's definitely a lot of corruption out there in the world.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I don't usually go around chasing cultists, but I don't know. This seems big and important. And plus, the few cultists I ran into before I punched their lights out, they really had this sense of entitlement about them that I just couldn't help but pummel them.
I can't stand that.
I know, it's just like they go on and on about how, like, their way is the way. It's just like, oh my gosh, I know. Let me punch you.
I wonder if I could find a spell that could, like, stitch their lips or something.
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't it, though? I'll have to keep looking.
Oh my gosh. If you learn it, you've got to let me know. I mean, I don't know anything about magic, but that would be so amazing.
I think it'd be fun to see the look on their face when they're going into their long, drawn-out spiel.
Be like, yeah, shut your mouth. Literally. I like that.
So Jim makes a mental note to keep check for a spell like that, because that would be pretty awesome to have.
So as you guys were talking, you've noticed the nice morning sun has now disappeared into heavy cloud cover.
And this is daytime, right?
Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah, it's
morning.
like
You said morning.
It's like 8 a.m.
As we're wrapping up our talk, I just kind of point to the sky and I go, ugh, no. Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Yeah, so Rupert calls out to you guys and says, "Hey, we better get going. Probably going to get moving soon."
I would have ate and then packed up camp, and I would have fed whatever scraps I wasn't going to take of the meat, and looked at the proto dragon and had a steak in my hand and just hold it up, seeing if the Dubu wanted to eat.
Yeah, I didn't really seem interested.
Okay.
Likes the guts.
Mm.
He probably likes the raw meat, not the cookie.
Or he could just be full from last night still.
Yeah.
That was probably a lot of organs.
It is the size of a cat.
It is the size of a cat. So it probably didn't finish all that, I would imagine.
So once again, you guys hear the horn. It's the 5-minute warning horn. Goes off.
Noise.
Mm.
So we head on our way.
All right.
Rupert turns around and he says, "Is everything ready to go?"
Yeah, I walk up to Rupert and I tell him that Caden, one of the merchants up ahead, he's going to fall back and follow with us. He's ran into a little bit of trouble with his goods, and I'm paying him to stick around and do whatever little things we need.
All right. You say he's got his own cart ahead?
Yeah, he's gonna wait for us to pass and then follow behind.
I actually don't believe he can do that. Hayden is pretty strict about keeping things in order. The way that everything was set up back at Baldur's Gate. So he ought to keep his place in line.
I'm saying, all right. And then I do the dash up to Caden, not wanting to disturb the peace or anything. I tell him just to stay in his place, we'll talk to the
Caravan master?
yeah, that word, caravan master later in the day.
Hayden. Yeah.
Yeah, Hayden, and see about moving him closer. And then I just fall back to the cart.
All right. So you then get the horn that the caravan is once again moving, and pretty much right as the horn goes off, it starts raining.
Horrible. I'm gonna take my cloak out of my bag of holding and put it on. Continue driving the cart.
Yeah, same. I rummage
Yep.
for my little cloak and pop it over my head,
Ditto.
keeping an eye for any super muddy patches that might develop.
I lay down to rest
My dear.
because I didn't get enough sleep.
Rainy
these-
day, too.
Are these carts covered, or are they just getting poured on by rain?
It's a little bit 50-50. So your guys' carts do have like a little tarp thing over top of it, but the carts are also like loaded down, so there's really not any room to like be in the back.
Oh, so I'm up front. Okay.
Yeah, they're two-seaters.
Okay.
I mean, little dragon can probably bounce around in the back if he wanted to, but
Or he's just sitting next to us, I guess.
If you
Oh,
doze off, that's fine. I won't let you fall.
It's a
Yeah,
good
well-
thing that I'm proficient with land vehicles.
I can't drive.
so the caravan actually goes for 2 days, and it rains the whole time. That's like a good solid. At some points it's downpouring, other times it's a light rain, but you guys are essentially in some sort of monsoon or
Cool,
something.
cool.
And so we actually are going to come up to the end of the second day. It's about 7 p.m. and they decide to go ahead and pull off and stop it for the day.
Excuse
And
me
what's
for a
this?
minute.
The rain at that point?
Yeah,
So
it's still raining.
pouring.
No,
I hop off the cart and, in a very dramatic fashion, just I'm like, this sucks.
And Rupert hops off and says, you're telling me, lass. Are you guys at least staying somewhat dry back there? Or is it just a mess?
It's a mess.
We're soaked.
Just hold out my hands and like I'm just dripping wet.
The
What are-
goods seem to be okay. A little damp off the side, but being covered. Pretty
But I'd
much
say the both of us, we're trying to stay dry, but it's not working very well.
drenched.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I would say for tonight, some big trees around here, maybe trying to build an encampment of some type of tent or something under one of the trees might help.
Have that type of equipment in the carts?
I'm looking at my stuff, see if I have anything cool.
I have a prayer book. Maybe I can just pray for,
So Rupert actually reaches in to the first cart and he pulls out some baseline tenting supplies.
Oh, nice.
It's like, well, we haven't really had a chance to use these much, except for a little bit yesterday. And Caden runs over to you and he's like, hello, how can I help you, sir?
Let's get this tent set up.
I'm so happy.
Why?
Like, yes, Aaron boy, put the tent up.
And I'll start helping Rupert put up the tent and asking Caden to do the same.
If there's any other extra tasks, I can help too.
Probably firewood. If you
I
can
can
find any.
try, yeah. I'll go look for firewood if I can find anything dry, or at least that can burn.
I'll join you.
I'm actually, because I'm like soaking wet, I'm actually going to go see if I can find a stream to take a shower. Oh, no, bath. Ooh, bath. I guess it wouldn't be a shower unless it was a waterfall. I
So I'd
mean,
say that it's actually let's do this. Give me I'll have Nami do a survival check.
survival. Dude, don't have me dirty now. It's already been 2 days.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
survival. I
probably
survived.
stink.
Woo!
So
Yay.
there
Girlfriend,
is
go find a river.
there's a lake 200 yards to the east.
100 yards to the east. Okay. So, way over here somewhere? Because I
Yeah.
don't think we can go any further. So, like, let's just say I'm over here.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I yell out, Sigurd, don't even come near me.
I don't even hear her. I'm just busy putting up a tent.
Nice. I go over there because I'm
And the
going
rain kind of drowns out the sound a little bit too.
sweet. So I'm going to go over there and take a bath and a swim. Relax.
All right. How big is the tent? Tents? How big?
He's got enough stuff for 4 tents. Or you could try and string it up and make some kind of like big tarp thing.
Shelter half.
No, I think we're gonna go with 4 tents. So we're just.
Yeah. So
But
we're
I mean, is
protected
it
on
like a
each side.
5-foot square, or how big are the tents? Or
They're pretty small. Maybe
Is
3 or
it
4
one
feet.
person or 2 people can sleep?
They're
Yeah.
yeah, we'll say they're 2 people tents,
Okay.
but they're just very small.
Mm-hmm. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. So if there's 4,
say we were like putting the tent there by the tree. I don't know.
yeah, that sounds good.
Basically, finding the driest spot of land we could, and then setting up camp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like put one on this square too, so it's like underneath the tree.
Are these tents just for us, or are they for the whole caravan?
I think
Just
it's
your
for
party.
us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe put one right here or something, Tom. And maybe one here.
Good.
I would say here, but there's a rock, so here maybe. Or yeah, there. But that's right on top of the camp.
I don't know. I'd say we set up the tents like around there ish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would say there's 6 of us, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 of us are going to have to, 2 tents are going to have 2 people in it. I think Rupert's going to have his own, right?
Yeah.
So Rupert will have his own. And then it will be, how about you and Caden together, Tom? Or Sigurd, oops, sorry.
I just look at Nami and say, I'm going to sleep in the cart.
Oh. In the rain? Because you can't sleep in the cart. You'd have to be underneath, right?
There's a tarp in the cart or above the cart. Yeah, it doesn't get a lot, but it provides some cover. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was pretty full. Okay.
Yeah, the carts are pretty full.
Yeah, you can't because I wanted to take a nap and he wouldn't let
And
me.
how's Nami and Jem in the back, like sleeping?
No,
They're
we
not.
couldn't.
Top
That's
of
why
the
he said
stuff.
we couldn't.
I'm on top of all the stuff. You know, like you see the wagons and you got the stuff and you just relax on top of it.
Oh,
He
okay.
was saying
Yeah,
it's a 2-person wagon, so we're in the front with each other, I think, riding.
Gotcha.
So either you have to sleep underneath, or I was going to say you and Kaden share a tent together.
Okay, then yeah, do that.
You and Kaden, and then uh, Reiko can have her own, and then Jem and I will
Monk
get a tent.
tent.
How about this? Wink. We'll do it like this. Does that sound pretty good?
that sounds good. Because I don't
Yeah.
mind the dragon. He doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, you and I have known each other. That we've been through a lot, so
Yeah.
I would look to you and say, there is a lake over there if you want to take a shower. Hint, hint, wink, wink. No, I'm just kidding.
I figure that's a good idea, so I head on out real quick.
Yay! Jumps like, okay, if I have to.
Sniff. I don't know what she's talking about. It's not like I smell that bad.
Well, do I have any? Oh, I do have 5 sticks of incense. I could
Ooh.
just burn one.
So as you guys have been setting all this up, and this is actually something that you've noticed a little bit just today in general, as it's been raining and it gets harder rain, lighter rain. Sometimes you hear like a whistle in the wind.
Ooh. Do we need a perception check or anything for that, or we just hear it? Oops.
Whoever wants to, I will have you roll an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Should I be rolling this?
It's up to you.
Big number, big number.
Okay.
See, you guys are doing great tonight.
Yeah, because we're not in combat.
So both Jim and Nami, since you're magic users, you know that sometimes when something like that happens, that there could be some sort of spell involved, but you're not 100% certain. So it's just kind of something you're thinking about.
So I finish and I come over to Nami and I'm going to ask her, hey, did you hear that?
It was just me. Yeah, I did.
Always seems like there's magic involved. What do you think it is?
Not sure. I wonder. I've been kind of suspicious that there's something with this caravan.
Jem just she's just thinking. Didn't really say much after that.
Just
So-
seemed like there was quite back there when we came across the bandits. It just seemed like there was quite a bit of people that didn't look surprised. There was a few, and not very many people came to the rescue. I mean, we definitely outnumbered them. I would have thought that others would have came to the rescue of their goods, and
I don't think many of these
protected it a
people
little
know how
more.
to fight. Have you seen them?
Yeah, but at least to assist. I just kind of feel like if you see something happening, especially if you're getting, someone's getting attacked, you would think that they would at least come help, strengthen numbers.
I hear you. I can't believe he's only got the 5 of us. That just doesn't make sense. Why would you have a caravan with all these goods and only 5 people? Only 5 mercenaries. I don't know. It does seem weird.
Seems a little odd to me. But yeah, I think yeah, let me know if you feel anything or get any intuition.
So now, do we just hear the whistle on the wind and we know there's some magic? But I mean, do we know anything else? Do we have the ability to check it out, or
So what you're hearing is definitely intermittent, and everybody's hearing it.
oh, everybody's
But
okay.
I think the others, especially just the others in the caravan in particular, are just like, it's just the wind howling through the trees, or something like that. But you guys think it's more than that potentially. You kind of feel like something is maybe going on, but you're
Okay.
not. You're just not sure.
Okay. Hmm.
Should we let the others know?
I think definitely we should talk to Reiko and Sigurd, find out if they suspect what we suspect.
Well, let's keep it hush hush to Rupert.
I wouldn't want to frighten any of the travelers either.
Yeah. Can't roll Rupert out.
True.
And he's already in his tent sleeping.
Yeah. So I'll go to oh wait. No, wait a minute. Yeah. I go to Sigurd and I'll check to see if he's asleep yet. Hey Sigurd, are you still awake?
I give a little moan, like, yes? Are you okay? Are
Yeah,
there bandits?
no bandits. Uh
Has the rain?
what?
Has the rain stopped?
No.
Just feeling miserable that it's been raining for 2 days straight.
No. Listen, you hear that whistle on the wind, right?
Yeah, there's something there. Not quite sure what it is.
It's magic. Anytime Nami and I have heard that, there's always been some spell magic on the way. So keep your just be more on guard than usual. So I don't even wait for him to respond. I go to Reiko's tent, see if she's still up.
Can I say, for the purposes, if it's dark enough, I've been kind of sitting outside of the tent, keeping a bit of a watch. So I'm there, just kind of sitting.
Oh, awesome. Hey,
Hmm.
Reiko.
Hello. Hey.
Hey, so if you've been hearing this whistle every now and then coming in on the wind, right?
Yeah, but I just thought it was just a weird, like the storm howling through the trees or something. What's up?
Well, anytime Nami and I have encountered this, there's been magic involved. So not really
Oh,
sure what it is, but I just wanted to let you know maybe we should just be more on guard. It's not just regular stuff we're dealing with, I don't think, on this trip.
is this? I mean, did you run into something like this back when you guys were dealing with the other cultist, or just on this trip?
Uh, yes. I want to say. I want to say one of the first times we encountered it was when we first started chasing after the cultists, and
Oh, whoa.
yeah, it was. I still don't know what she was. We didn't get to go back and finish investigating, but she was killing people. It was like a ghost. I don't
Hmm.
really know what to say though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely try to keep my eyes and ears peeled.
Okay, yeah, I just say anytime magic's involved, we should just, I think it just takes it up a notch.
Yeah. I mean, do you think it could be that same person?
No, I got the impression that that was an isolated incident.
Okay.
Yeah, but knowing that we're chasing after cultists,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just,
Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking maybe I keep an eye out for a particular person, but
well, Nami
okay.
thinks maybe it might be somebody in the caravan. She's a little suspicious of some of the people in the group.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, when I was asking, and I say this very hushed,
Hmm.
when I was trying to get information from Rupert about any potential other skilled combatants or magic users, I mean, either he truly doesn't know or he's plain stupid because he didn't offer a whole lot of information.
Kind of gave you a weird vibe, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think that's who Nami's suspecting too. And of course, we are talking hush hush. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we might want to keep some of this away from the rest of the group. I wouldn't want to make any of them nervous or scare them if they've never dealt with anything like this before. But
Yeah. I mean, because I'm sure, some of them are actually just selling clay pots or whatever. But yeah, I
right,
don't know. The way he kind of dodged the question was interesting to me.
I agree. I agree. All right. Well, I'll see you in the morning.
Sounds good. And with that, can I maybe climb up this tree a little bit and see if I notice anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, give me an athletics check
I knew it. I
with
knew.
with disadvantage because it's raining.
Oh no.
It wouldn't be an acrobatics check?
Let's start with this.
Okay. Just my acrobatics is way better. Oh, hey, that's not bad.
Is
Well,
that what
that's good.
disadvantage?
Oh, nope, I'll roll another one. There we go. Well, even better, but
have to-
I'll take the 18.
You have to toggle that,
Toggle it.
or I guess technically,
Sorry, I'm getting used to this.
yeah.
You want me to just do a whole new different one, or you want to take those two?
Now let's do one more.
Okay. Athletics. Oh, beans.
What?
So, and I'll give you a couple attempts at this if you want to. So yeah, your first attempt
Yes.
is you go up and you grab it, and your hand slips off the branch.
Okay, I just kind of shake my hands off like, oh, stupid. I'll try again.
Same thing.
It's like I try to wipe my hands off, but I'm so soaked. My hands it doesn't help. I'll try one more time. Oh my lordy.
And this time you think you have a good grasp, and you start to pull yourself up, and then you lose, and you land right on your butt.
Oh, I didn't hit my tailbone, did I?
Nope.
Oh, good. That would have hurt. Yeah, I'm just frustrated and glad nobody saw that. Yeah, I guess can I still just look around?
Yeah.
Since I can't climb the stupid tree. I want a perception check.
Okay.
Normal, disadvantage, any of that?
Well, just do normal.
Okay. Perception. Dang.
Yep. Rain's really heavy right now. You can't see much.
I just frustrated by my phone. I sit back outside my tent for a little while just to keep an ear open, keep eyes open.
So, Nami and Jem, are you both in your tent right now, basically sleeping?
Yes, Jem has
Boy,
retired.
like
for
little
the evening.
Z's.
Okay.
What?
I
So-
think I see little Z's, like Z.
Yes.
In
So
your
as
tent.
as far as a night watch, is that all Reiko, or were you guys? I mean, at this point, you're sleeping. So are you just gonna just give up on it? Either way is fine.
Go ahead.
I would say maybe like halfway through the night, I'll go wake one of them up.
Yeah.
Be like, hey,
That
keep an
sounds
eye
Okay.
out. I want to go sleep.
All right. Who do you wake up?
I will wake up. I'll wake up Nami. I'll just kind of be like, hey, mind keeping an eye out?
Sleep.
What?
I love my sleep.
I do too. That's why.
Go wake up Tom. Sigurd. Oh my God. I'm just so used to. I'm sorry. I need
But
to
he's
get
all the
into
way
some-
over there. You're right
Yeah,
here.
what's he doing over there? I thought he was
I
going
don't
to be in
know.
the tent with Kaden. What happened?
I don't know, but you should definitely let me go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay, thank
I
you.
will come out here. There we go. And I will watch. Dubu and I will watch. Do I hear anything?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Do better than me.
Oh no, maybe I don't want to know what's going on.
Ooh.
No, it's night out, still raining.
Okay. All's well. That's good.
So the night passes, and as Nami is maybe wandering around a little bit, you actually go to the front of your tent, and you actually fall asleep.
Oh.
And so you guys wake up in the morning, and the rain has stopped, but the entire area is on the ground are these tiny little mushrooms, like literally everywhere. It's like you can't move at all without stepping on one.
Cool.
Magic shrooms.
Are they bad shrooms or good shroomies?
So we
Can I
all
make
see that in the morning, you said?
what it is? The shrooms?
So here's what I want to know: who is the first one to move?
I'm sorry, would you
first
please
one-
repeat that?
Like I would have slept in just a little bit since I was up later.
Are they in the tents?
They are not in the tents.
Okay, so I would be the first one to move. I'll leave my tent in the morning.
So you essentially open your tent, you look out, you see that the ground is covered in these tiny little mushrooms, and you go ahead and you make a step.
Color are they?
How big are these mushrooms?
They're like smaller than morels.
Can I see what they are if I've ever seen them? Do I know what these mushrooms are?
All right. See, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Okay, so for your character, when you open your tent and you see all these mushrooms, would it be your initial reaction to investigate or to move forward?
Well, they weren't there beforehand, so I'd want to know what they are if I'd
Okay.
ever seen them.
So
So
you would try
basically,
and-
I would open my tent and I would just basically like kneel down, start looking at the mushrooms, maybe take my dagger and take a mushroom out of the ground and see if I know what it is.
All right, roll me a nature check. Okay. So at the moment, you're going to have to keep this to yourself. I'm going to send you a PM on Discord.
Okay.
So if you do indeed... Okay, well, all right. So we're going to back up your statement about grabbing one with your knife.
Mhm.
Because so you know what these are. would you still do that?
No. If just by looking at them and not having to like handle them, I would know what they are. No, I would stop what I was doing. I'd put my dagger back and I would look to see if any of the other party is stepping out of their tents.
Okay. So has anybody else gotten up?
I think at this point I wake up and I start to step out of my tent.
All right. So you see Jem open up her tent and attempt to make a step.
I would yell at her to stand still. Stand still! Don't leave!
Why?
Don't step on the shrooms!
What
All right.
shrooms?
I will have Jem roll a nature check.
Okay.
'Cause maybe you know what these are.
Nature. Whoops. Did that? There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a PM as well.
Sweet. Okay, one sec.
So at about this time, you guys are starting to hear screams from other members in the caravan.
Oh,
boy.
no.
I'm going to turn back quickly to Nami and say, Nami, don't step out here.
So yeah, Nami is essentially passed out at the entrance
Oh,
of
yeah.
the. So you could say she's sleeping. So
Okay.
you try and wake her up then.
Yes. Nami, hey. Wake up. You're supposed to be on watch.
Oh,
Hey, don't walk out of the
Oops.
tent.
wait, I went into the tent or I fell asleep outside?
Yeah, just outside. You wake up and you're surrounded by tiny mushrooms.
Okay, right here. Okay.
Nami, don't move. Don't touch
So
the mushrooms.
I'll have Nami roll a nature check. Do you know what these are?
Breakfast?
You're the expert in mushrooms.
Whoop, whoop.
I told you breakfast.
All right,
Built a little butter.
same to you, PM and Discord.
Let me see.
So with all the screaming going on, does Reiko wake up?
Oh, yeah. I start making my way toward the entrance of the chest, like, what? What's happening?
Hey, don't step
Poke my
out
head
yet.
What?
Don't step out yet. I think we're all yelling at her.
Now,
Can I
based
hear that?
on based on line of sight, you can't see Sigurd, and maybe you can see Jem.
Oh, yeah, maybe I
Okay.
can't see her yet.
Let's roll a 1d20 on whether or not you can see Jem. 11 or higher.
Oh, boy.
11 or higher.
I can... There we go. No.
Nope. Okay, so what is your natural reaction? You see these mushrooms, and I will have you do your nature check.
Okay. I imagine my head's just out of the tent and I'm kind of quirking my brow at them like, hello?
Okay. I'm also going to send you the PM.
Yes.
Hey.
I actually see this is one of these funny things about this is all of you guys know what these are. You're not supposed to know what these are.
Uh-oh. Whoops.
So with all the screaming happening, Rupert opens up his tent and he's like, "Oh, what's all this screaming about?" And he takes multiple steps
Oh, no.
and black smoke, black smoke, black smoke. He is now hearing the cries of pain, suffering, death. And he starts freaking out a little bit.
Boy.
He's emitting screams and stuff, or he's just hearing it from other people?
He's hearing it from the mushrooms.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Does that mean we're hearing it from the mushrooms, or is it like an inner monologue where people are screaming at him inside his head?
Inside of his head.
Okay.
Oh,
Is he
wait.
just looking super panicked right now?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's stepping on more as he's panicking.
Oh god.
And so more black spores are going off, and he's hearing more cries of pain and death.
Can I just yell at him, stop? See if that does anything.
He stops, but he's like panting like super heavy. You can just see him like
Okay.
up and down, like what's happening?
Get back in your tent.
What?
Stay there.
What's going
Get
on?
in your tent. Mushrooms.
All right.
Get in your tent.
And he like goes inside of his tent and he like draws the shades kind of thing, and he's like just sticking his head out, like shaking. But you guys can hear the rest of the caravan is losing its minds right now.
My.
So you guys can like yell at each other. Or what
Yeah.
do you want to do?
That's where I goes first. What do we do?
Since we know what it is, do we know how to easily remove it?
Yep, and like literally you do anything to it and it removes.
Oh. Okay.
So you have to essentially clear a path.
Ooh, and doing anything removes it?
Yep.
I'm going to quickly go into the bag of holding, and I'm going to pull out my rope, and I'm going to attempt to throw it across to Jem and Nami. It's like the hempen rope, like 50 foot.
Okay. Let's do a strength check. So your first lasso attempt fails. You maybe throw it and it goes like 5 feet.
Does it hit any mushrooms?
Oh yes, and they all poof 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 go off.
Okay. Throw again.
You went like one more foot this time. Hit a couple more.
Okay. Basically going to continue to do this until I get across.
So they're easily removed, but
All right, so the end of the rope made it all the way over to them.
I tell Jem to grab it. And grab the rope.
and I grab the rope as it comes
And
over.
I just motion her to like swing it or pull it across the ground.
Oh.
And we're gonna pop all the mushrooms.
Yep. So you guys are making a sweeping action, clearing the field. Now,
Yes.
the ones that are like the closest to you,
Mhm.
those pop, and you guys do hear a little bit of unsettled feelings, cries, death groans, that sort of thing.
Okay. But we're
Will save or
steadied
just-
for it.
Nope, nothing yet.
But we've cleared like the 5
So.
foot area, or we've cleared a path between my tent and hers. Yeah.
Yes.
While they're doing that, can I like poke my eyes out and like my hand and I have some throwing darts? Can I just like try popping some that are right in front of me?
You could do that if you want to.
Okay.
It's
do
not
it.
gonna cause much damage,
Pop
so to
beans.
speak, because
Maybe that's not a good
that's
idea.
like a
Little beak. Okay.
So what's the
so
range
well,
of
something.
us?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
sorry,
here
go ahead.
super quick. Something else you guys have noticed is it almost looks like all the mushrooms have gotten bigger, even in the last couple of minutes.
So
Oh,
they're
geez.
growing.
Like went up in size by like 30%. All right, go ahead.
Would I know if I just like poke my fist out and start smashing the ground? That affect me or no?
It would, yes.
Okay. Oh man. I mean, I have something, but that would be overkill.
Well, I was looking at some spells maybe, but I don't. Do we
Yeah,
have
look at
anything?
everything you've got.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I've got a. Can't really deflect missile these.
When it says a creature, I'm sorry, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character. When it says a creature, does it have to be like animal, humanoid creature? Or could it be something like this? No, targets one creature. Never mind.
Nah,
Never mind.
it'd have to be like a living being.
Okay.
I
Oh,
I might have something.
yeah.
It's not a spell, but I haven't gotten to that part yet. But what I do have is a quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
So I start because I'm laying down still, right? Or I guess it's you've cleared the path between us. So what I
We
do,
may have hit you in the head with a rope a couple of times to wake you up.
uh,
We were
okay, so you're
we weren't
already
swinging
trying to
a
kill me. Okay. So I take my quarterstaff and I start whacking, but at ground level, start
Yep, I got you.
waving it to make my way to Reiko.
If we
So I'm
hold our
clearing a path
breath,
there, and as well as to Rupert. And I tell
yeah.
Rupert, "Don't move. I will come save you. I am the healer, so don't worry. Stand still. Don't move." And so I
So
do, and I clear that whole area out with my quarterstaff.
okay. So I will say, like, once again, the ones that were like very, very close to you, like the ones that were near your feet, when those went off, black spores went up, and you also got the feeling, and you heard the cries of pain and death and that sort of thing.
But I do have something. So it doesn't have like, is it a lasting effect? Like we're always going to hear this right now, or it just happened when it popped and then it's over. You hear it and then the effect wears off.
Good question.
Yep. So at the moment, it only affects the one where you're only affected by the ones that are basically popping like right next to you.
But it still lasts. Like I've been infected, or do I hear a voice? It goes in my brain, like, you know what I mean? Like it's in
How
my
So the
mind.
how long
so
And
does
it's
one
still
pop
there?
last?
all
Right.
right. So here's the best way to think about it, and that is that you're being, let's say, you're being electrocuted, and you just took a shock, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't linger.
Not at the moment.
I don't like that answer.
Yeah, me neither.
So then, can we say that maybe Sigurd and I are working our way this to the left, sweeping the rope as we go?
At this point, we have a path cleared, so it'd basically be both of us trying to swing the rope out as far as we can and then pulling it back to us.
Right. Can we hold our
Yep.
breath and not be affected by the spores? Like take a breath and then as they're popping, and then once they finished popping, we can take another breath?
No,
Oh, dang it.
it's not necessarily a breath thing.
Okay.
Be a contact thing.
And also, it is 9 o'clock, so I think I'll give you guys a week to think about this.
Oh no.
Well, that'll give me time to look at my spells because I've been looking it up to see.
Hey guys, I have a bomb.
Yes, we've got a bomb.
We've got a
That would only
bomb.
clear, what, a 5-foot radius?
Yeah, I was gonna say we might need that bomb for something
Okay.
else.
I know. I'm just like, this is overkill. What else?
Too funny.
I have
Too
3.
funny.
I think I have 3. Oh my gosh.
I know of a couple of things that you guys have that would work really well, but I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Ugh.
Of course not.
But we have a week to think
No,
about
I
it.
want to see if you guys can come up with something. So we're gonna have to come up with something even more that he never even heard about. So everybody read your spells and look at your backpacks and everything and pull out
Yeah.
stuff. We have to come up with something where he's like what he said in the first chapter. He was like, that's kind of interesting how you guys came up with that. That was actually really good.
Oh, it was like what, the double fog sleep bubble thing?
Yeah, the double fog
Ooh.
sleep, and everybody was detained for. Well, he's like, "Oh, that was really good." So,
I have an idea,
yeah,
but I have
I'll do that.
questions. So, yeah.
I'm gonna look at all my stuff
Yeah.
and see what I can come up with. Because you said this is all over the ground, and we're gonna have to clear the entire path of the caravan. Meaning, there's mushrooms all over by the horses.
Yep. And pretty much everybody, if they're out there running around, they're kind of clearing their own paths, but they're also not well.
Yeah. So, does my proto drake doesn't spit out fire, does it?
It's
It's a
possible.
good question.
It's possible if you can get him to do it.
Yeah. I'm looking at, I don't know if I could hellish rebuke a mushroom. It's fire damage.
I forget, is that a cast versus a target?
See.
Then yes.
It's verbal. Yeah.
You can cast all the spells you want.
Heck yeah.
He's-
Okay.
And then
I'm just going to yell at them infernal.
We go back on our tent since we're right here, and we actually have tents, and we go back, sleep, boom, regain our points, come back out, do it again.
Yes.
And then next thing you know, it's like a month and a half, and we've almost got all these shrooms,
Yes.
And everybody in the caravan is dead.
and everybody's dead.
Right.
That's
And we'll
okay.
just be like,
We'll
we're
be
getting
really
there, guys.
selling all their stuff minus the rotten silk.
Right. We'll sell the clay pots. It'll be fine.
Oh gosh. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Oh,
Oh,
my
wait,
gosh.
Jem, you wanted to talk to everybody?
Well, after stream,
Oh,
we will. So yeah, so everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. I hope y'all had a lot of fun tonight as we did. Be sure to come back next week to see how we deal with these mushrooms. It should be quite interesting. So once again, thanks to KidLee for cooking all this adventure up for us, and thanks to Nami, Riot, and Tom for joining in on this adventure, because you can't play D&D by yourself. Well, I guess you could, but it'd be kind of boring. So,
of course, with me, myself, and I.
yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be boring in my house. All right, so we'll see y'all next week, 6 o'clock Central, for more, what are we called, guys? Coffee and cheesecake. Good night.
Good night.